Okay, so Caitlin Clark won Rookie of the Year. It seems like every judge voted for her to be Rookie of the Year except one. My thoughts and opinions about it. For those out there who this comes as a shock, I don't understand why this comes as a shock nor a surprise. Either you haven't been following the WNBA or you haven't been following Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin Clark deserves to be Rookie of the Year. I love Angel Reese performances. I love all the women that came in the same draft class as Caitlin Clark's performance. But it just seems like to me, and this is just my opinion, her input to the WNBA just impacted the WNBA more. All right. I'm not saying Angel Reese and the other women didn't have an impact as far as developing and growing the WNBA, but she has a large impact. I'm not going to say huge because I feel like the word huge, it just triggers a lot of people. Let's just be fair and let's be real. Let's just talk about her performance. I think she's going to revolutionize how women play basketball for the foreseeable future. And I said this a ton of times. I'm going to say it again. Caitlin Clark reminds me of Steph Curry. When Steph Curry came into the NBA, everyone just calls him, he's just a spot-up shooter. He just shoots. That's all he does. That's all he's going to contribute to a team. And when Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, the Splash Brothers, started to revolutionize basketball, where everybody is trying to copy and paste what the Golden State Warriors did. Even LeBron James. LeBron James was heavy on his athleticism. Then he started saying, hey, let me start creating my mid-range game, my three-point game. A lot of his points come from the perimeter now and the three-point line. All right. So you saw the impact Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors had with the NBA. Now it's not an athletic game. It's not a half-court game. It's not a dominant big man game. Now everyone's spread out and everyone's able and capable of shooting perimeter shots and three-point shots. And that's what's going to translate with the WNBA for the foreseeable future with Caitlin Clark. You're going to start seeing a lot of ball clubs trying to copy and paste and duplicate what Caitlin Clark is doing. I don't think there's that many Caitlin Clarks out there in the foreseeable future, but the younger girls are going to look up to Caitlin Clark and they're going to replicate what Caitlin Clark does on the court. The same way Steph Curry got a lot of younger kids, a lot of younger boys to develop their game, to change their game. All right, so you have to give her some props on that. All right. Now, Caitlin Clark as a commodity to the WNBA, I think it, is putting more eyes on the WNBA. Now you have more and more sports influencers. You have more and more sports commentators, now starting to speak about the WNBA. The WNBA was a foreign topic 3-4 years ago. It was on the back pages. No one wasn't really talking about the WNBA. Now you got Stephen A. Smith, you got Shannon Sharp, you got all of these major networks starting to put, have eyes on the WNBA, and that's only going to improve the WNBA's popularity. When you talk about casual fans, now you see casual fans in droves supporting the WNBA by the television packages, by going to see the games, following the players. So you're starting to see this train of thought of, the WNBA can become something. And I've said on many times, if they keep pointing this direction, the WNBA will, not right now, but it maybe in the foreseeable future, support themselves. They wouldn't need the finances and the influence of the NBA to continue to grow this league. So that's on the horizon. That's possibly on the horizon, and it's gonna need a lot of work and effort, not only from Caitlin Clark but from Angel Reese, AJ Wilson, all of them, all the female basketball players are going to have to, in droves, support and push the WNBA. To me, this ideal of is Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese is just totally different. It's just laughable. When you talk to both of them, there's really no rivalry between the two. Angel Reese believes in herself and believes in her game and how she contributes to the WNBA, and Caitlin Clark does as well. I'm not going to sit up here and say, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese didn't put a lot of effort in improving the WNBA. She has, but Caitlin Clark is putting a lot of eyeballs who normally don't watch women's professional basketball, who are just casual fans, who saw this phenomena of Caitlin Clark, and they're starting to support the WNBA. So when Cheryl Swoops and others were trying to push against that narrative, I thought, to me, it stopped and it hurt just a little the growth and the development of the WNBA and how fabulous this league is. Instead of just, taking it in stride, supporting these casual fans' requests and their narratives, instead of being hurt or saying she's not all that in a bag of chips, I felt like they should have just added to the conversation instead of trying to deflect and make it seem like Caitlin Clark was a bum. So I think next year you're going to start seeing a lot of WNBA players support and speak up for Caitlin Clark. I feel like next year you're going to start seeing the impact Caitlin Clark is going to have for female players being drafted moving forward. A lot of these teams are going to be looking for, are you able to shoot anywhere at any time? They're going to try to copy and paste what Caitlin Clark's doing. I don't think there's a lot of Caitlin Clarks out there, but I do feel like there's a lot of women out there that can contribute the way Caitlin Clark has contributed. Everyone talk about her scoring. A lot of people don't really talk about her assist game. So, and the Indiana Fever, if they can just get one more star, or a B tier star to pair up with Caitlin Clark, someone that you're going to also have to double as well, that's going to be a very interesting team, the Indiana Fever, moving forward. All right, they could possibly be in the mix for the title, but surely they're going to grow and develop their roster. Surely they're going to have someone that can contribute just like Caitlin Clark has contributed, or be someone that teams are also going to have to worry as well, just not double and triple team Caitlin Clark. They was doubling Caitlin Clark before she even was able to get the ball. So if that don't tell you how skillful this girl is, I don't know what is going to tell you. So congratulations on Caitlin Clark. I think, I feel like moving forward, we can finally turn the page. People that were polar opposites of Caitlin Clark, going to have to be realist, and they're going to have to support whatever the casual fans request and want and believe. And, this is not about Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA players from the past, the present, and the future. This is Caitlin Clark contributing to the other WNBA players from the past, the present, and the future to make this league a very profitable league, to make this league a very, a league that people will want to watch and attend. So this is the game plan. That's the game plan of the WNBA. Okay, this is much more bigger than Caitlin Clark. It's much bigger than Nino Brown. So everyone has to realize that, look, there's going to always be that one player in any league that everyone draws to, and it only makes your league more popular. All right, so instead of just hating and criticizing and critiquing, just add to the conversation. Just don't say she's just a bum, or there's other skillful players that are better than Caitlin Clark, or playing much, much better than Caitlin Clark, or the players from the past are much better than Caitlin Clark. Let's just add to the conversation. If someone wants to believe that Caitlin Clark is a bag of chips, and you add to the conversation, well, there was once a player called so and so, or there is a player like AJ Wilson or Angel Reese or whoever you want to add into the discussion. Look, this is only going to help the WNBA. It's not going to hurt the WNBA. It's going to add to the help and to the WNBA. So yeah, so shout outs to Caitlin Clark. Guys, tell me what you think. Comment in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.